I'm here to turn in this paperwork as directed by the state attorney. Hello. Hi. Can I speak? Is the officer here or lieutenant?
No lieutenant here.
Any officer here?
Yeah.
Can you get me one? If I mute something, it's because I'm going to be saying phone numbers and stuff, and I don't want to put anybody's phone number out. So,
Have a seat there, be out with you.
thank you. Who back there? Who is back there? Which officer back there?
I don't know what they knew, so I don't know.
Is there some trainees? I see a lot of Glades County.
They're not here. They somewhere else. They just parked.
Oh, they just parked them. Oh, okay. I thought they were having a meeting or something. I thought they were having a meeting or something.
Oh, they have a meeting.
Oh, okay.
Shit, they have a meeting.
Okay. How long will do it take?
I don't know, at different times.
Okay. I want to sit in my car.
Okay.
Oh,
What you got?
there go a deputy right now. Hello.
How can I help you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
And I got a new theory about plants.
About plants?
Yeah, you know that cold kill everything but the ragweed.
What does?
The cold. We had the
Yes,
cold.
yep.
Kill everything but the ragweed. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And so my thing is to use it as biomass. I want to
Okay.
boil it and put it in that sand and put some organic matter. So I'll let you know how it go.
Okay.
And if things go well, y'all won't be out at my house to even see the product.
That sucks.
I need to do this here. The state attorney told me I need to come here and file this, but I do need a copy of this first page.
File what?
I'll need y'all to do an investigation for aggravated stalking because the number of phone calls that I've received, the coming to my home,
Yes, ma'am.
it was 72 phone calls in one day. I looked through y'all call dispatch log, and even though I didn't know the number, when I saw the number on y'all call dispatch log, you want to see it right here?
Yes, ma'am.
On your call dispatch log, I realized it was one of the numbers he had called me from.
Okay.
And I put the pictures.
Do you have screenshots of?
Oh, baby, I got it all for you.
Wonderful.
Here go. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
You see those when it's two, when
Yes,
you get
ma'am.
numbers back to back, phone calls back to back, those are the number of times how they classify them. These are 72, about 72 phone calls, if my math correct, and I can show them to you on my phone. These are about 13 phone calls he made from this number. That's the number that's already there.
Yes, ma'am.
In addition to...
Can I see that?
Yeah, this is for you all. I need to make a copy of this because that's the first page of that.
Okay.
Here is the statute regarding aggravated stalking,
Yes,
because aggravated stalking actually is a crime. It's when they already have an injunction and they violate it. Even though Deputy Ramos brought him out there, Deputy Ramos, he knew he had an obligation not to come out there a second time because you two were with him the first time.
Right, yes.
The audacity. And you got to think that's crazy for somebody to use you all to violate the court's order is some balls. But if y'all don't think this serious, because I don't know if y'all looked this up before, he's already had 2 convictions when he was in Palm Beach County.
Right.
I printed out the police reports for you all.
Yes, ma'am.
And one where he says he was going to blow his ex-wife brains out. Here are those 3.
Okay.
So I don't know why y'all don't take it seriously. But aggravated stalking, not to mention the text messages, and I cannot prove the private name, private number.
So-
but if I did ram my bill up, you will never see I had no phone calls prior to this incident from private name, private number. And all of these unknown phone calls, my phone bills are very consistent. It's only a few things I call bill collectors and other things. So all of, even though you can't do anything about the private name, private
can I ask you a
number,
question?
you do have those. Yes. If you want to see it in my phone, you can also see it.
Have you answered any of his calls?
I try to record.
Okay.
I don't say anything. And when don't nobody say anything, I say, stop calling me, stop calling me, stop calling me. I do not
When you
converse
answer,
with
what
him.
happens?
Sometimes he'll start talking,
Okay.
which on my phone,
Right.
as soon as you mash the record button, it lets them know that you're recording.
Does he hang up then?
Yes.
Okay.
But all the other numbers, I don't know where they come from, but luckily, when I saw it on the call dispatch log, and just for the record,
Yes, ma'am.
if y'all would like to, I read the call dispatch log when he called 911.
Okay.
911, because when you go to judging the veracity of what someone says, and I do have the dispatch log out there if y'all want to see it, he said he was taking me to a hospital. But in his written statement, he said he was taking me, we were going to church. Now,
And that's regarding the
yes, that's initial.
incident.
When you go to judging the veracity and credibility of what people say, whatever he told 911 should have been the same thing in the written report, but it wasn't. But regardless, Fort Hole, Flag Hole, whatever the hell it is, Flag Hole, ain't nowhere en route to Real Life Church up there at Tractor Supply, and it's not nowhere near Cloiston Hospital. And I'm going to ask that you all amend your report again, because in my written statement, I did put that he took my phone. Right. In my written report statement, and that wasn't included, and that is theft.
So what are you looking to do here?
I'm wanting for you all to report this aggravated stalking. Okay. I'll put the statutes in here.
Can I ask you what do you believe makes it aggravated?
Because it's repeated. We have an injunction already for violence.
Yes,
I put it right here.
Yeah, I know you have the statute here. I'm just asking you.
We already have an injunction
okay.
for him not to come there. He has a past history of this 3 times. He did 364 days in jail already for it. So if y'all didn't pull that and y'all don't take it serious, I live out there in the boondocks.
Can I ask you, have you already reported this?
No.
Because
I haven't. Well,
the reason I'm asking
the state attorney told me to come.
Okay. I do recall seeing a report.
Okay. When Ramos came, Ramos did not do a written report.
Okay. No, I understand that.
He didn't
I'm talking regarding the phone calls. I do remember
but
you
those,
calling about him calling.
I did, but these happened after, some of these happened after Noonamaker.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Ramos
did
not do
what I'm asking is,
okay.
I'm not trying to cut you off, but I'm just trying to establish, what I have
okay.
here. So Noonamaker already did a report for the phone call,
okay,
correct?
But this is separate.
Yes, ma'am.
Stalking is a separate one from that. These are at least 3 incidents, and I forgot to put the text message on there. 3 incidents collectively. That's stalking. Okay. Individually, it's not. When you put it all together, we're going to stalking, especially the 72 phone calls in one day. So,
when was the last time he called you?
He called me this weekend at work from some phone number or whatever.
Okay.
So,
when you say some, well, okay.
you can go on apps. Okay. I can show you all of the blocked numbers in my phone. Can I connect those to him? No, because you can go anywhere and create any phone number. But those 2, that other number, which I didn't report before because I didn't know it until I got the call dispatch log.
And that's his number from the dispatch
log?
No,
because he called you all.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On occasions when he called for you all to bring him out, it was called from this number here.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're good.
See right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold it.
I'm not gonna hold your phone.
Right here. I wanted to show it to you. You see this number right here?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the number what he used, and so we're having an association with that number because he called you all directly from it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
I need a copy of that first page.
You want me to copy this?
Yeah, because I made a copy of the other one for myself, but I didn't make a copy of that.
Wait, so you want the page blank or you want a copy of
this?
No,
I need this page right here because you all got to do whatever y'all do.
Yes, ma'am.
I have to get, and the other ones I typed up. As you can see, my handwriting is not all that great.
Okay. All right, just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. And a case number card?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get that for you. Give me 1 minute.
Colin, one question.
Yes.
The other night, when you was at my house, did you touch me?
Did I what?
When you told me to go stand by the bumper.
You're talking about when I was
Yeah,
for the civil matter?
yeah. When you told me to go stand by the bumper, and I did, and you wanted me by the tire, did you reach out and touch me at that time?
Why would I touch you?
Because you directed me to the tire, and I told when I went by the bumper, and I told you couldn't even make your mind up. But you told me to go by the bumper, but we don't have to argue about that because it's on body cam, so it don't even. And when I went by the bumper, you said you wanted me by the tire, and you directed. I'm asking you, did you touch me? Because if I go through that body cam, yes, you did, because you said one thing, but you meant the tire. And I said, no. But I told you, but then I ain't got to argue. Just let me speak. You told me the bumper. And when I went to the bumper, you wanted me by the tire. And I don't know if you reached out and touched me or you directed me. And I said, but hold up. But I told you, you can't even make up your mind because you said bumper and that is up here. This is the tire. To be honest, that's how people get killed because y'all. I'm gonna say it because you say one thing.
What do you mean that's how people get killed?
Because you told me bumper. And when I went to the front of the car, the bumper, you wanted me by the tire, and then you directed me to the tire. And I said, you can't even make up your mind. Yes,
I got you to the bumper.
No, but so if you wanted me by the tire, which was not what you meant. No, I wasn't being. No, sir. Okay, but I wasn't being uncooperative. When I came up to you, your demeanor was rude from the beginning, and you told me I wasn't going to be allowed in my house. That's what happened, and you were very standoffish at me. And when you approached me, it wasn't nice.
With you, I don't have to stand here and be.
Okay, but I'm asking you, did you touch me that day? Because I haven't got the body cam.
Do I have to answer that? So
you don't. But I was just wanting to know because I was going to tell you. But I was going to tell you. When I reviewed that body cam, if you actually okay, but I'm going to tell you. You said I'm being rude, but when I got out my car that night, evening, the way that I came out, you approached me and you told me I wasn't going into my house. So I'm going to say this: I match energy. So you didn't have the nicest approach when you came to me, and I responded in kind because you're not allowed no more or no less respect than I am allowed. So your demeanor was off when you came there, and you tried to prevent me from being in the place that I spend $2,000 a month for and pay every bill in, and not insure.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the office.
Okay, but you might need to watch that when you next time. Hey, Hanam, that's you? Hey, Mike, what's up? Darn it. How much battery I got on here? I'm going to have to go get my daughter a phone. And she is not going to want to give it to me. Hey, Alton. Hey, Mike. I need y'all to share this out. I do. Hey, Tasha. And hey, Chris. And the reason I'm up here because the state attorney told me I had to come up here. And I made sure that I defined what stalking and aggravated stalking was and gave them it in my witness statement because evidently they don't act like they know the law. They cannot critically think and take what you're describing and go and apply the right statute. So I put it on paper for them. Ma'am, can you remind him that I need a copy? Can you remind the officer that I need a copy of page 1 that I gave him? Let me go on. I'm going to step out to my car for a minute and get my charger because I don't know how long we're going to be. And for him to give me a case number and stuff. But I'm getting my charger because I don't know how long. I hope this is one of them working chargers. Oh, this works. It's the right one. They gave me the original back, but I'm going to make sure I give them a copy so they won't say it wasn't attached. So last time, the one who I was talking to about his attitude, he gonna put the light, his flashlight, in my camera, but he don't even know that's a violation of one of our rights. Been proven in the Supreme Court multiple times, but they think they can do it. Because I am a journalist, because I vlog and I report on different things on my YouTube, on my Facebook, on my TikTok, and on my Instagram. That makes me a journalist. I don't got no press credentials, but I do engage in the activity of journalism for the free. I had to cut that hair. I'm going to get it finished tomorrow. I felt like that hair had bad energy on it. I got to cut it off and start over from scratch. I just had a press clip. Judge cites stand your ground law in clearing 3 officers. You know, we should really pay attention to what's happening in Florida. In Lake Worth, let me share with y'all. They had an officer down there, and one time it was, I forget what city or county it was. It wasn't Florida. When they went to look at the tickets that were issued, overwhelming majority of the tickets were issued to black people. However, black people didn't make up a smaller percentage of the population. And somebody must have got smart in Lake Worth, because the officers started writing white on the tickets. But when they went to check them, they were all Hispanic. And that is a way that they keep the actions from being detected. So they could say, oh, you know what? We're stopping white people at the same rate. There are no stats. And some of these unofficial journalists went and did the research. That's why we really do need watchdog groups, because it's really a full-time job. But they went and they uncovered that all of those tickets, every last one of them that officer had done, had been for Hispanic people. Because when they run your tag, and if y'all remember Philando Castillo, who got shot in front of his girlfriend and her child, when they pull you, they know who your car is registered to. Somebody told me a long time ago, probably about when I was working at Glaze Central, that those police officers can scan like 200 to 300 cars per minute. And so they can literally selectively choose which car they want to. And they can use race as the identifier. So that is how they can selectively target. So to get around that and to alter the stats. But if you ever go to YouTube, check out the number of abusive actions done in Florida. It's not even just black people, but it be us. But it's across the board. And if y'all do not understand or don't pay attention, or just not interested in what's happening, our federal courts are eroding and giving officers more situations in which they can enter into your cars, calling you out for all these civil infractions like traffic tickets. And instead of them actually doing the work and doing investigative work, they want to be lazy and catch low-hanging fruit. So they want to get in your cars and search for something, anything they can do to justify an arrest. Because at the end of the day, and I know we got people's work at the sheriff's department, in the county jails. The more people that stay in there overnight, the more monies they're getting, the more overtime that's getting, because they all wash each other back. And the more of these arrests they get, it justifies them getting more and more. You notice you don't really, for the most part, you see them want to sit up with all these drug busts because they want to be lazy. They want to be able to look in people's cars and like, oh, you got some weed. Oh, you got this. Instead of having so many people on the highway. Oh, you made a wrong turn. Get out your car. They can literally put you in cuffs for a lot of stuff. And it happens a lot in Florida. And so we really, really, really need to get on our state constitutional amendments and really make things where it codifies it. That if it's a civil stop for a traffic ticket for this or that, you can't call nobody out their car. Because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And what they've been doing is giving them almost absolute power. And if you don't peruse the court stats, if you don't peruse the FDLE, if you don't pull the reports and you just living your life on this hamster wheel that they have us on, working 2 jobs, too busy to do anything. So you're just like, I'm just going to pay the ticket. I'm just going to do this. And all of along is asserting more and more authority and more ways to enter our lives and turn. Instead of the United States investing in how to make money, it's how to get more of your money in their pockets. Like this old bullshit ass law that they started about license tags and not being able, because they can't get your money. How the fuck? We already done paid for the roads. We paid for the roads. But they made it a whole law so fast so they could scan your tag. But you already paid for the road. If you were to pay attention how a lot of these states and counties, not just Florida, got more incentives and got federal dollars for getting DUIs. And you saw how these counties went up. Not just Florida. They went up and increased the DUI. Some people was blowing zeros. They're like, oh, you flunked the field sobriety test. So many people blew zeros. And when they found out, it was a certain couple of ones. And it's happening all over the United States because they get federal incentives. Now they look like they really doing work because they got all these arrests. And sometimes, like in Henry County, when you go and look at the trials, they had quite a few arrests that were not even crimes and could not even be prosecuted. Now, how does that happen? One, you have to know the law to enforce the law. You have to know it. They don't know it. They don't. And so you got people coming out trying to enforce laws they don't know about. And then they get qualified immunity, which means you can't do nothing about it. You can't sue them because they're protected. But if you and I stand our black ass, white ass, Spanish ass in front of a judge and be like, we didn't know, they're going to tell you ignorance of the law is no excuse. But the people who's supposed to know the law, the police, get to have ignorance of the law. And the technicalities of this law is so great because a lot of it is not statutory law, it's case law. New case law rulings come out every probably week, but definitely every month. And it's to the point that the average person would know this. But you know who's supposed to know it? They are. Because they got multi-million, billion-dollar budgets over this country. They get paid to sit down in a class and be educated on the law. But the judges, because our Supreme Courts won't hold them accountable to the law of ignorance of the law, but they'll hold us accountable. And if you ever go to a court, they'll tell you this is an adversarial system. That means we is fighting We in the ring fight. Like Floyd Mayweather, whoever is adversarial. And you're not supposed to put more weight on one side. And what our Supreme Courts and our federal courts have done, they have fixed the fight in the favor of the people with the most budgets, because they're going to have their police unions come out and defend them. For you to get an action to go against them, you have to come out your pocket and pay a lawyer $350 an hour for stuff we already pay for out of our property taxes, out of our checks. We already pay for this stuff. And then because they don't do their job, you're supposed to have to pay more. But they get a free lawyer. And the things they say just don't make sense. It's less than 2 million police officers, law enforcement officers, that's all of them combined in the United States. It's less than 2 million. We got 340 to 350 million people in the U.S. with only 2 million officers. Most people do not have a violent criminal history. Hell, most of our crimes aren't even violent. Even if you do got a felony and you did some fraud, that don't make you violent. We have all of these things, and they say our job is so dangerous. What's the likelihood that 99% of the people in America are not violent felons? That these 2 million that's distributed all over the United States gonna run into somebody that's violent every day, to the point that they should be so afraid. They literally up here talking about, you saw me coming and you walked away. The narcissism. Who the fuck told you I was watching you? When this happened, and we know that guy, Corey, who got killed when it was under one of them overpasses, we think it don't hit close to home. That's close to home. Lake Worth is close to home. Florida is probably one of the worst places that it happens. So when we do not hold them to the same, could you imagine as a nurse, if I was at the nursing home and somebody called me something and I beat their ass? Could you imagine the trouble I would be in? If I I'm afraid, I'm working in here, I'm going to bring me or whatever, this person scared me, I'm scared, and I did something to an elderly person, there would be no excuse for it. We would be under, but we accept that people who got guns, bulletproof vests, are so afraid and are so stalked. The world we sit in today is the world we're going to have to live with. And if we don't do something soon, what they're going back to, it's going to be really, really hard. So, whatever you can do or say, even if it's sharing something, even if something you see something, say something, even if whatever, we all have something to do. Some more than others. And I thank God for them people who get up and riot, because I'm not that brave. I thank them, because they doing what I can't do. Them people who out there in front of ICE. I wonder how long they can have you sit out here before they make the decision that they're not going to do anything. I'm supposed to be out there pulling weeds right now. My whole day done went, my whole evening time cleaning evening time, yard work gone. I had to bring come out at the cheerleading practice, and then that led to going to getting the cheerleading physical and all of that. I hope she make it. She finna go to the high school. She is a lot more sociable than I am, or I ever was. She playing like 3 instruments, trying to teach herself to play the piano. And for some reason, she want to play the bassoon, but she would have to transfer to La Belle because they don't teach the bassoon in Cloiston. They don't have that instrument. And I didn't even know Dorothy played the bassoon. But she said basically if you learn to play one of them and learn to read the music, you could kind of easier to learn to play the rest of them and stuff. So, I'm here waiting to see how long it's going to take for them to let me know. And it's a shame I have to come here and lay out the law and go live to attempt to make them do their job, which may not even be successful, but I'm going to keep doing it until, something. It's crazy. Crazy. Now they're having a whole meeting back there, I guess, about this paper I just got. I just heard them say some restraining order, so I guess they're finna come out in the next few and tell me what they're gonna do. This is, you would think that I'm just some badass criminal, that I done this and I done that. I was like, why y'all hate women so much, bitch? The only thing I want to do is live. I just want to live. That's it. I don't steal nobody money. I don't use people. I just want to live. Pay my own bills. Don't complain. Like every other adult. Like most of us. I'm gonna have to go get my coat. I swear, because it's getting cold. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Get my coat. Had to go get my T-Mobile special. What's that? You going for the night? Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You know they got some job openings at Hendrick County Sheriff Department. I should be a little devil and go and put in me some applications. It ain't like I can't pass the background check. Wouldn't that be ironic? Since they are hiring, why don't I just go and put in an application? I just think I might go in and put in an application. Just to have to sit up in there and get the interview. Hey, can you give me a copy of this? Because they're going to need it. Because he gave me the original.
No, I already got a cup. I made it already.
This the original. Oh, you gave him the
cup I gave you. Cup already.
Oh, okay, so they have it. I ain't wanted to get. Okay. Okay, I ain't know. That one who work here in the morning time, she be a straight up bitch. I don't know her name, but if that's your family, I apologize. But she'll be a bitch when she at work. She might be a nice lady at home, but at work, she's a bitch. See, the reason why black women go blonde when they get older is to hide the gray. Because when the hair is blonde, you can't tell if it's blonde or if it's gray. It just kind of blend in. So, I got me some 2 boxes of dye before I decided to cut my hair because it took 2 boxes. But I'm going to use at least 1 box and some level 50 developer. And it ain't going to do nothing but come out orange. And I ain't going to tone it, even though I'm going to say I'm going to tone it. And get this haircut and dye. And then I can feel like myself. Because when all that hair be on my head, I just feel like it had bad energy.
Okay, so a few things, all right? Okay. Sorry it took so
You
long.
good? Yeah, you can do.
I just want to apologize because I know it did take some time. We were doing our due diligence and going through the process, obviously, like that. I don't want you to feel like we're shoving you off or anything like that. So the first thing, I'm just going to let you know now, there is an active injunction in place between you and him, right? Which you know that, obviously. Yeah. But there is an active restraining order. However, he has not been formally served that injunction.
They gave him both of his.
So what I'm telling you is in our system, in the NCIC database, he has not been served that injunction. So he's not formally served that injunction. Okay?
Lieutenant Weaver said she served it to him. It's in the paperwork.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just telling you what we have on
Okay,
our
but I could go get the paperwork where she says, and Nunamaker or whatever actually wrote it in his statement that it was.
So I'll clarify that right now. So originally when he was arrested, right, because he was arrested for domestic violence, there was a temporary injunction in place, right?
We got both of them. No, let me finish.
Yes, ma'am.
Both of them were issued the same day. Because when I left, when the hearing finished, I came back and I filed for the whatchamacallit, so he got both of them the same day.
Well, the one that I see was on the 19th, and it says active and not served. So
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. That's the only one
And
I see. So I understand there was the original one, which was the 16th, I believe, when you guys had your incident and everything. That's when he was served.
Both of them were given to him at the same time.
What I have is that he was served the temporary one, which is 14
if that's
days.
the case, why when your officer came,
I have no idea. That has nothing to do with me, ma'am.
So let me get this straight. I'm saying,
yes, ma'am.
y'all been in possession of both of them. He has contacted you all. I don't know if he came up here, but he contacted you all that same day. He was talking to Morgan because Morgan called me on the 16th when I was headed out of state.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we came back, I think it was on the 18th, and you all brought him out here, and y'all knew. Then Ramos again, that is new. So y'all had multiple opportunities when y'all was in his presence
Yes, ma'am.
to serve him.
Okay, so like,
And y'all did, but I understand
Yes,
this. At this point, you all are dropping the ball, and your dropping the ball is placing my life in danger. And at some point, it got to be better. Number one, Ramos did not write a written report, even though I asked him to. 3 opportunities, you didn't do it. What are you all? How serious do you take domestic violence? Y'all had 3 opportunities. He's a sergeant.
That's a
Lieutenant.
Yes,
Watch commander.
Yes,
Y'all have had 3 opportunities since Johnny. He said he didn't get the injunction. When he made contact with Morgan on the 16th, when y'all came out to my home on the 18th, when Ramos came out here, that's 3 opportunities that you all had to give this man this injunction, and y'all didn't.
Ma'am.
Let me. Okay, I just want to clarify. 3 times. Furthermore, I'm asking that you all original report. I reported that my phone, he had took my phone.
Yes, ma'am.
It has yet to be in the report because it is a $2,000 phone. The state attorney said they can't even put in a thing the theft of my phone because you all did not put it in there.
Yes, ma'am.
And more specifically, it's provable because on Jurassic body cam, I asked him about my phone, and he tells me my phone is in the car. I more than wrote it in the statement. Now, your poorly written report, and even when you all had the opportunity to amend it, I reported repeatedly that my phone was taken and it wasn't incorporated in there. Do y'all take domestic violence serious?
Sheriff's Office absolutely takes domestic
So
violence
why
serious.
is, I'm going to be honest, this is not my first time with domestic violence. It's 3 years ago. Your corporal, and I think this is my flash drive in my pocket with it. No, that's not. It's at the house, and I got to download at my phone. Corporal Barrientos, when all of the doors were broken in my house, he muted his body, and I'm gonna download it, and I'm gonna put it on there. He muted his body cam, but the redhead lady who was his officer, I can't think of her name, is in my flash drive, muted his body camera, and it caught on her body camera. I'm gonna document this for you for court, telling my husband, who the one who had broke all the doors down, that number one, he should not be documenting anything for anyone because you are a non-biased thing. And if somebody had came in and broke all of the doors in the house off, one of them was hanging on in the front yard, and for him to side with that and say, I'm going to document it in his favor, is horrible. Because what you didn't know is that, you know how I got the restraining order? Because he admitted in court that he had made threats about a gun. And that's the only way. But when your officers come, they always act like the woman is the one, and they side with abusers. Now, he was so arrogant because of what you all had did that he started bullying me around my own house that he did not pay one bill. But he started bullying me when I asked you all to say something to him to calm him down, because I sent you the text messages, and he said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to protect these children. I smelled carbon monoxide in the house. And I sent you them text messages, and I begged you all to stop that man. And I had to sit in that house for over 30 days because y'all wouldn't. Now, what you know about carbon monoxide?
Specifically, what do you mean? What's your question?
Why we got carbon monoxide detectors without smoke detectors?
Why do we?
Mm-hmm.
So that if there's carbon monoxide,
no, because it's odorless and it's tasteless. And
You're
I told
asking why a detector's in there.
yeah,
To
because
detect-
you can't.
to
Yes,
detect
because we
carbon
can't
monoxide.
smell it and we
Right.
can't taste it.
That's not
So
what-
when he
That's
broke,
not what you asked me.
but that's why. So when if it's something going on, because we can't smell it and we can't taste it. But for him to write and that was an obvious, blatant lie. He's going to keep doing whatever it takes, meaning that he's going to, anything that he feel in his mind, he's going to do if he felt like I was putting the children in danger. And you know he didn't smell no carbon monoxide because you can't smell it. And I begged your deputy for over 30-some days, but y'all had him so arrogant that when he went to the court, and at the point when he said, I said something about a gun, but I don't think I said that, that's when the judge's hands was cuffed. But you all constantly place women's lives in jeopardy because you constantly side with men. Who is going to be the person that's frazzled? Who's scared? The person who is being victimized. So when you come to that person, yeah, the person who's doing is cool, calm, and collected because their life is not in danger. They're not the bigger person. And y'all don't have no empathy. And when I ask y'all deputies questions, they make like they don't know, like I asked Luna Maker. When is the most dangerous time for a person fleeing domestic violence? When is it? Do you know?
Every moment is.
No, when she leaving.
That's a perspective.
Yeah.
That's the subjective
perspective.
question, man.
That's what they teach.
Factual.
Well, when they be teaching the class, that's what they put in the class. So I ain't gonna argue with you.
No, but every woman's differently.
But when they teach the class, that's one of the things they say. That the most dangerous time that it's more than that was when she's trying to leave.
Dangerous in what sense?
Dangerous that you can have somebody who they're in there taking it, because they're just really getting beat up.
Sure.
Or something like that. But the minute that they say they decide to leave, there's something else. And I'm going to tell you something. And I might be overthinking this. I found clothes this summer when I was clearing my yard. It was cut up bra. It was cut up panties. And it was a cut up dress with holes in it. If you throwing away something, you don't cut bras up. You don't cut panties up. I called your officers out there because I was clearing my land. Okay. And not nobody who I...
Finish that conversation.
Yeah.
I kind of want to make sure that you understand everything that I'm saying. Like I said, he has not been served this injunction from the 19th. That's what I'm telling you. Our active injunction that's in our system, he hasn't been served. Okay. And I understand your concerns as far as somebody talking to him, stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know what happened there. I'm just telling you it says in our system that he has not been served an injunction. Okay. I will let you know. I did speak with him on the phone. I just called him just now. That's what was taking our time. Okay, that is his phone number. We did talk to him. We let him know he's not allowed to contact.
But sir, regardless,
yes, ma'am.
If you got two statutes, you got aggravated stalking. So let me finish.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you have stalking. So if you're saying he doesn't get the injunction, but still in the one he had received, he is not supposed to be calling me or contacting me. So if you don't feel like it meets the criteria for aggravated stalking because he haven't gotten that second one, he did get that first one. So you can go with the stalking.
Okay. I don't see the...
Here, the first one. You don't have a copy of it because you give me your email address and I will email it to you because the first one says that. Are you not familiar with what the first one is? It says he has not to contact me.
Okay, and that was the temporary injunction that was in place for the arrest.
And it's still in place.
It's not. The temporary one has expired.
It expired when?
It expires 14 to 15 days after he was arrested. There's another one in place that he has to be served. He has not been formally served.
So y'all ain't told him to meet you to serve it to him?
Technically. He's not here, number one.
But you just talked to him.
We talked to him over the phone.
Okay. And
he knows that there is an injunction in place that he has to be served. So when he comes back into town, he's going to contact us so that we can formally serve him.
But sir, I'm going to say this here. Your failures, that 3 opportunities to have done this. And at this point, the way you have talked to me, it don't seem like it's an accident.
The way who's talked to you?
Your officers, the way I have done half reports, and I do remember that half report that they refused to do because by Florida statutes, did y'all even do a lethality assessment for me? You know what a lethality assessment is?
If there's lethal.
Okay, so Wasn't it was supposed to be done when this first incident happened?
I wasn't there for the initial.
Okay, but was a lethality assessment was supposed to be done?
Part of
Okay, but you don't have to be a part of it because the statutes. Let me finish. The statutes say a lethality assessment is supposed to be done. Anything regarding domestic violence is supposed to be a written report. The last time I came here 3 years ago, it was almost 3 years ago. Y'all did a CAD. And you all know, and as far as the Florida statute, if I need to pull it up for you, the one thing it requires is that a description of injuries, a lethality report, assessment be done, and all of that. And so if I can look up Florida statutes, you're telling me that your officers are not aware that these things are required to be done under Florida statutes?
So you were involved in a domestic violence situation with him, correct?
Yes.
And he was arrested, correct?
But
yeah, I asked you a question, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so he was arrested. So he was documented. He went to jail for domestic violence, correct?
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. After we do that, now it's up to the state attorney's office.
No, but
Listen to me.
okay, you arrested. But when you did your report, okay, but your report, I want you to tell me what's required to be in the report after you finish that.
Are you going to listen to me? Mm-hmm. Okay. Once he's arrested and a report has been done, it gets sent to the state attorney's office. The state attorney's office decides if there's enough to go forward with the case.
Okay.
They found that there was not enough.
No. Let me stop you. Because this is what you're going to say. If you do a report and you don't put everything in the report that you're required to, and you send them that, and even when it's brought to your attention, you go and correct it, but you still don't put the pertinent information in. Because as a writer, you know how to write stuff in a way. You leave out the facts. The facts.
If I'm not mistaken,
I don't have to. No, they did not. No, and it did not include what in my written statement.
Your written statement was given to the state attorney's office.
But in the report.
Yes, it was.
Hold on, let me finish. I ain't say that. That's not
I'm
what
telling
okay.
you. Did you do a sworn statement?
Okay, sir.
Did you do a sworn
Sir, let me tell you what I'm going to say.
Did you do a
sir,
sworn
but
written
see,
statement?
what you're doing at this point is you don't want what.
You don't
Okay,
want
I'm
to.
going to.
I'm
No,
asking you
I'm going to say this. The theft of my
you
phone.
do a
The
sworn
theft
written
of
statement?
my phone.
Where was your phone left?
The theft. My phone was not left. My phone was snatched out of my hand by him.
And put where?
And when you all took my but the point is you didn't put that my phone was taken.
Where was it placed?
Well, you the one that arrested him. I wasn't there.
I did not arrest him.
Well, your department, you all as Hendry County Sheriff Department, but the failure, if I had went and took a $2,000 TV or phone from the Walmart, you would have made sure it was in that report that I stole that. You all did not include that in your report. And the state attorney told me because you all didn't write it in your report that it cannot be prosecuted. And if you think that, then that's what the state attorney said. So that's why I asked you again today to put in there that I reported that my phone was stolen. It is a $2,000 phone. Now, individually, those may not mean anything. Collectively and circumstantial evidence, and that's it. Because otherwise, if my phone wasn't taken, I wouldn't have had to have the person who called 911 call on their phone. Because when you collectively add that I was taken to Flagpole Road, which per his own two statements, the verbal statement he did to 911 that conveyed we was headed to the hospital, which is not 2 miles from road. It was past Dunwoody Road. Because I remember when we was driving back, the trees coming into it, because that's where the trees started, Dunwoody Road. That put with the fact that my phone was taken, that I stated that I was choked, that I had road rash on me and drag marks. Collectively, even per his other written statement that we were headed to church. Number one, I don't know how we could be headed to church. We were headed to Real Life Church in Clewiston on Sugarland Highway, which is nowhere near Dunwoody Road and Flagpole. Number two, that would be against my will, which would be kidnapping. Number 3, you charged him with battery, but I told you he choked me, which is strangulation under Florida statutes.
Was there signs?
Hold on. If you want to go and look at Florida statutes, it don't say you have to lose consciousness.
Was there signs of strangulation on your throat?
I haven't seen the body camera. I haven't seen the body camera. You have to ask them.
So here's the
thing.
But
I'm going to say that. First of all, they don't even hold. Everybody don't hold. Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm going to answer your question.
If you had signs of strangulation, those deputies should have charged him with that. But just because you said he strangled you, we have to have some type of physical evidence to show that.
But I'm going to say this to him. After I told you all that what y'all did in your report was this, because he said I started scratching myself around my neck. Mm-hmm. I had no scratches around my neck, but your deputy who rewrote the report went and put it in there. But I did have photos that I took. And I'm sure when you move that body cam, you're not going to see no scratches around my neck. I felt my ass burning. I felt my knee burning. And I saw the erasures. There were no scratches because his statement, written statement, he said, I started scratching myself and tearing my clothes off. And y'all, let me finish. But you all said, no, you put that it was.
No, yes, they did.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Let me clarify what I'm saying.
It's clarified.
No, it's not. What I said was that, no, it's not. What I'm saying is this here. The officer, when they, amended their report, because the person stated that I was scratching myself. Your officer, and I had no scratches on my neck, went and put in the report that he saw scratches on my neck. There's no scratches on my neck. Okay. There were never scratches on, but y'all altered y'all report to fit what he wrote. But when they see that video, it was no scratches around my neck.
Okay.
So that right there is crazy that y'all will alter it in a way to fit what he stated. When they look on the body cam, when they look at the picture, there was never no scratches around me. I haven't, because y'all trying to charge me. I know what was on my body.
Let me ask you this: did you have signs of strangulation on your throat? Yes or no?
You ain't gonna yes or no me, because you and I. Oh no, but that ain't gonna. Baby, you is not finna give me no fixed question, because you and I both know that strangulation is one of the hardest things to prove. Because initially, after the thing, it don't always show, especially in African.
Our deputies of falsifying documents
for strangulation, and even the state came and said that it is hard to have signs and symptoms of strangulation, especially initially, right in the few minutes after it happens, especially in African Americans. So they know that. And it is a fixed question, and that is why he is cutting me off. But what I'm attempting to convey is the state of Florida wrote it. Because what they said about strangulation and why they made it a felony is that people who strangle people and do not kill them were 7 to 8 times more likely to come back and kill them. And they also know that one of the things that's hard for it to prove is that initially after it happens, the first few seconds, the marks and the bruising do not appear right away, especially in people of color.
Where does it say that at?
When I was reading up on the statutes and all of the things why they interest, baby, you gonna have, baby, go read the reports. You know it. This is crazy work, because these are people who are charged with knowing the law.
Charged with knowing the law?
Yeah, because y'all have to enforce it. You can't enforce. They can't uphold what you don't know. So they get paid and they get training. And for them to sit up here and act like they don't know nothing about domestic violence is crazy work. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. And so they sitting up here acting like they don't. How often y'all get domestic violence training?
I guess it depends on each deputy.
And what would the minimum be?
I don't know. You would have to refer to the training division.
So you're going to tell me that the majority of women that are murdered here and across the world is through domestic violence. That's most of the times that a woman is murdered, and y'all don't get no up-to-date training in that. I said
I didn't say there's not training.
Okay,
You're asking
but
for
you sound specifically like you can't say how often y'all get training. I know I got to have CEUs every 2 years, and I got to have domestic violence CEU every 2 years.
That's why I said you can contact the training division. They can give you a
specifically, you all are hearing this. That these if you cannot do, you saying the injunction doesn't. Okay, so you're telling me the injunction that has expired. You told me he said the next time. Well, he said
not been served to Johnny Willis.
He said the temporary is expired.
It's not aggravated stalking. Okay, that is what I'm clarifying to you. You've shown me 13 phone calls in which he had called you.
And I showed. Hold up. 72.
So 72. What I'm telling you is,
so the
I
15,
spoke with
16,
him on the
17,
phone.
18,
I advised
19,
him not
20,
to call you
21,
anymore,
22,
and that is where we
Sir,
are.
you said it was
The
15.
injunction has not been served,
No,
and that is it.
let me show you.
Okay.
Let me.
I'm gonna document
Hold
everything
up.
we
No,
spoke about
I'm gonna
today.
stop
Here's
you
a CAC
because he
number.
said
This
you
is my
had
name.
14
Here's a CAC
days.
number.
14
Alright.
days.
Thank you.
14
That was
days.
the
Excuse me.
initial
No.
injunction,
Okay.
yes,
And at that time of the initial injunction.
Now there is a second injunction.
Well, let me say that the initial injunction where he said he had 14
Yes,
days. If you count the 22nd.
Okay.
And the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd,
Right.
that was within those 14
I have
days.
no record of that
I
here. Just have the one that I have.
Okay, but it was served on the
Right.
16th,
Okay,
and he
I
just
clarified that to
okay.
you.
Well, you give me
Alright.
your email. So if this yours.
Actually, my name's
No.
on that card right there.
Here.
I handed it to you. I don't need
Okay,
that.
so I'm gonna tell
The
you.
card right there
Excuse
has the
me.
name and the
I'm
card.
going to tell you this here. I'm going to my house.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring this right back.
Yes,
and I'm going to bring that injunction that was served on the 16th.
Okay.
Because he just said the injunctions expired.
Within
The
14 to 15
temporary.
days, yes, ma'am.
14 to 15 days. So the 22nd.
There was already a
Hold up.
report taken for that by
No.
Sergeant
No.
Newmaker.
Okay.
So
Excuse me.
that's
That's
what I
not.
just
That's.
clarified
Excuse
to
me.
you. The
But
state denied
I'm
that.
not. No.
So
The
that's
state.
where we're
No.
at.
No.
We're
We're
not dealing with
not.
that anymore
The state
because
ain't
the
did
state
nothing
dropped
on
the
it. The
charges on
state
that.
ain't did nothing on
I
it.
just looked at it.
The state ain't sit. Well,
So I
well, how you
that
get
to you.
when they
I
denied
just
it?
looked at that on my computer.
Well, why I ain't got a
The
copy of
charges
it?
have been
Okay,
dropped.
what date did they?
The charges have
Excuse
been
me,
dropped for your battery, okay?
excuse me,
The injunction
excuse
that
me.
he has
Okay,
for battery
when did they
has
deny
not
it?
been served.
When did they deny it?
I haven't been yelling at you. I
Okay, but I'm
yelling at
asking you a question.
So
When did they
that's what
deny
I
it?
wanna
Okay,
clarify. So
when
what you came
did they
for here
deny
initially,
it? I haven't
all right?
received anything.
What you came for here initially, I
Okay,
just explained to you.
when-
Now you can continue your conversation.
When?
about
No,
whatever
I
you
was.
wanna
I'm
ask,
asking
okay?
you when did
The
they
3rd
did?
of March.
The 3rd of March.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
denied it on the 3rd of
Yep.
March.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
I haven't received any letter.
Okay, I have the letter. I saw it.
Can you give me a copy?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so they denied it on the 3rd of March.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
That's it.
All right.
Okay, you have
But
any
I'm
other questions regarding
I'm
that?
still going to send you your email addresses on here.
My email address is not on there.
Okay, well, can you give me?
Would you like it? Absolutely.
Yes, please, because I'm going to send that paper back to you
Okay.
with that. Hey, y'all, I need for you all to share this out because this is intentional incompetence. Now, the 3rd of March, I really have to look at that date because I want to say that they met with me after that, and they met with me.
Explain to you?
Okay, I ain't talking to you, but just give me this. They met with me. The state attorney met with me, and I'm gonna go and check that date. So that meant that when they called themselves meeting with me to discuss my case, they had been denied it way before and dismissed it. And that's why we have to keep track of these dates and times and create these records, because I'm gonna check that date. Why would you sit down with me? Why would you have conversations with me that something hasn't been dismissed when they done already dismissed it? When they already done sent emails. Now, I haven't gotten an email. I haven't gotten a letter. Let me finish on that. I haven't gotten an email and I haven't gotten a letter telling me anything was dismissed.
So I didn't say anything about being dismissed. I said the report that Sergeant Newmaker took for the violation.
You didn't
of
just
injunction.
say dismissed?
So I did not say dismissed.
Okay, so
and if I did, I apologize.
So what
can I-
did you?
can
So
I explain it
okay.
to you?
Let me finish because
You
I want to
haven't
ask you a
speak the whole
specific.
time. May I
Okay,
explain
I
it to
want
you,
to ask
please?
you a specific
Yes,
question.
ma'am. Ask away.
What did you tell me just now about
Okay.
the state attorney's
What I was
office?
trying to say, if you allow me to clarify, right? Okay, Sergeant Newmaker took a report for Johnny Willis contacting you while he had an active injunction against you, correct? Well, you had an active injunction against him, okay? He took a report about him making phone calls to you with that injunction, okay? He forwarded that to the state for a warrant request. The state denied the warrant request. It says on March 3rd that they denied the warrant request for violation of injunction.
But they didn't Newmaker send it.
I don't know off the top of my head.
So, but it was on March 3rd.
But I'm letting you know that they denied it on March 3rd.
Okay.
So that he's not being charged with violation of injunction for that. That's what I'm clarifying to you.
Okay.
So he's not being charged for the violation by calling you on the phone, okay? And that was with the previous injunction, the temporary one.
Okay.
Now we're speaking about the injunction that is in place right now that has not been served in.
Okay.
That's what I clarified to you,
Okay.
Right, do you have any further questions on that?
No.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right. And I'm still asking that you all move forward with the stalking because at the time that happened, Newmaker was saying violation of that. That and stalking are different. The number of times it happened within that, and I'm not sure if but at that time it was active stalking because stalking and the violation are different. Was it aggravated stalking? No. But since you all know that it was served on the 16th, that was the day he got out, that was the day it was issued, it was within that time frame. And so I'm going to ask, and if you say you're not going to, I should not be required to come look up statutes and tell you what actions fit what statutes.
Absolutely.
You are supposed to know the law. So when I told you that number of times, 72 times.
How many of those numbers can you prove are his?
I just gave y'all the copy of it here. No. It was 72 times. Here it is right here in the paperwork. Where's here?
But you said
No, I said 13 from the other number and 72 from his whatchamacallit.
From the number that you
here. But we don't have to talk about it because here it is right here. Because I gave you copies of it. Now here, but you just said 13 times.
That's
see?
what the paper says.
Okay, so we could no, it doesn't.
Which number is his that you can associate to him?
It's two of them.
You need to use the bathroom?
There are two of them.
Okay.
Here is the list for the 72 times from his number that we do know here. This is the 13 or the other one that I found out that was his number from there.
Well, this right here says 13 times.
For this one. But if you look back here, it says 72. $13 for them. What's called 72 times. Let me show you.
That's just your
See,
statement.
no, this is my phone records. It's not my statement. It's my phone records.
Phone records.
Yes, but this is my statement about. Here, let me stop.
Yeah.
So I want you to overtalk me. Right here, see, he called me 72 times from his number ending in 3880. See below. When the page is printed, it printed over here, not there. That is that. When I speak to the 13 times, I recently obtained dispatch report and learned the number used ending in this one right here was 13. So it's 72.
That was what I was
but if you read here.
Can I explain it?
Okay.
So this is the number that you have proved is associated to him, right?
And that's his
Which he
other
called
phone
you
number.
13 times,
But you want?
right?
Do you need proof of that? Because I got that in the car.
If you have it,
I do have it. It's in your
But
original.
that
That was
doesn't
never
change
disputed.
anything, Ms. Wheeler.
But
so like I said,
like
I already talked to him on the phone, like I said.
So
I
understand this here.
Yes,
That's why they're trying to play with the wording. The document I wrote has that he called me 72 times, but you all are seeing that they're up here trying to dispute it. It's no dispute about it because I'm going to put it on here.
I could write on paper that
On here
somebody called
72
me
times.
150
And a matter of fact, here is a picture of the phone calls. This 72 times right there's this picture of it. Here is the other one for the 13. Now, there are dispatch call logs of the two numbers that he called from. One is his known number. One is another one. So I'm asking them, do you want me to bring it? Because in their police call dispatch log, which he called them, they log the numbers down. And that's why you see them trying to conflate these numbers. They're trying to conflate the numbers to have an excuse, and that is why I'm correcting them. I'm going to keep correcting them. They want to act as if the document is written wrong. It's in the document, and that is why I put it in there. and I'm putting it on here. I need you all to share this out because they overtalk you and then they try to make a statement that they know not to be true. And then you come back again and correct it. I'm going to correct them every time. Because right now, today, I should not have had to tell 2 sheriff department deputies what stalking is. But the fact,
why don't you tell us what the statute is?
baby, I wrote the statute.
Tell us what it is.
There you go.
Tell us what it is.
He said he want me to
words,
tell you.
what it is.
I don't have to tell them what stalking is because I wrote. I'm not talking to you right now. I cut and pasted. Here you go.
You can't explain stalking.
Well, then you
explain it to me.
So you say I got harassment?
That's harassment.
Is harassment a crime?
It is.
But okay.
Stalking.
So
No.
So this deputy here is saying I have harassment.
He said, at best you have harassment.
Oh, you just said I had harassment. So then when you going to do your harassment? So when are you going to do your harassment?
Baby, it's
okay, well, I'm saying harassment. You just agreed that I have harassment. So I'm going to say, you just said at best.
Yeah.
So he said I got harassment. So won't you do your harassment? I'm doing no report for the harassment. You just said it was harassment. And you said, hey, baby. If you want to see it, a Florida statute, here you go.
You tell me what stalking is.
I wrote what stalking is under the Florida statutes. Right here for them. I don't have to tell you. I ain't got to read nothing, baby. I'm not your reading eye dog. But one thing, who's supposed to know it? Who's supposed to know it? Okay. Well, since you say
you want to come in here and say he's stalking
so if you don't say, well, you say he harassing me. So per your words, okay. Well, at best write your phone numbers. At best, baby, I got it right out here for you. Go here you go. Now I'm finna give it right to you. Since I know, but please, I'm going to get their dispatch calling log. Their dispatch calling log. Here. Yes, it is. That's that one that confirms that number. Here you go, right here. I'm going to show them the one that confirms the other number where the complainant, as y'all can see right here, I'm going to try to keep it so they don't get the number, but here is the number ending in 3880 per y'all thing. That's where it came in and that's where it's associated with it. It was 2 numbers, the 2 I put in the report. They said I had to prove that those 2 numbers were his.
May I see the pictures again of him calling, like the call up?
I can show you on my phone too.
No, may I see? I just
okay, well here you go.
Presented to me. So something that I didn't mention, which I meant to, I just forgot because we obviously strung off the topic a few times. Is he actually, when I spoke to him, he actually told me that you've been calling him.
Well, let him come here and produce it because I haven't.
So that's
but what we can do is pull up my T-Mobile phone bill and it'll show you my outgoing calls and stuff. I have not, but just like he could say that, I could bring you this here and say that. So if he say I'm violating it, whatever, then let him bring it up here. It's not my place. But I got my T-Mobile bill.
What I was trying to clarify.
You want me to pull it up?
I just wanted it to be a part of that
But you want me to pull up my T-Mobile bill?
May I clarify? Because I'm not.
But I can prove it to you right now.
You let me speak, please.
Okay, but you're saying he says I called you. I'm willing to go get my laptop and pull up my T-Mobile bill and show you that there is not one call. So if you need to dispute that, would you like me to do that?
Am I allowed to speak or no?
Go ahead.
Okay. So what I was just trying to clarify to you, because I wanted to be a part of our initial conversation, like I said, we've gone off topic a few times. Okay, he told me that you have called him. I'm not accusing you of calling him.
But I could disprove it.
The only reason that I'm bringing that up is to let you know that if you are calling him,
I haven't.
then you could be pursued criminally as well.
But I haven't. You can tell me that all you want to, because I can go and get.
Right?
Would you like me to get my laptop out
here, right?
And would you like to see my phone?
An outgoing call. That could be an outgoing call. It doesn't. This doesn't.
No. Yes, it does. Because you don't understand. Because you don't understand the signs. I will show them to you. Because when I did it, those are all incoming. Either I declined it, or it answered, or it went to voicemail. Those are not outgoing. Outgoing is a whole different number. But because you don't understand it, I'm more than willing to get my my T-Mobile bill and show you.
Right.
I'm willing to pull it up on my phone right now and show you.
So I just wanted to touch that. That's all.
They are trying to say that now he's saying I'm calling them. I'm willing more than right now to pull up my T-Mobile bill and dispute anything, which I can't alter my T-Mobile bill, with all of my calls to show if one was there. But they don't want to see that, because then they wouldn't be able to keep saying, you're calling him, you're calling him, you're calling him.
I said it one time.
But I want you to know, do you want to see my T-Mobile bill so you don't have to guess and speculate? I got it. It won't take but a second. I have my laptop in the car.
I'm not accusing you of calling him. I just
but since he said it, we should have consistency. Right? So let him go get his phone bill.
It to you?
You ain't got to tell me, because I ain't gonna call him, and I ain't never called him.
Miss Wheeler, right? Mm-hmm. Is there anything further law enforcement can assist you with today?
But I want to assist you, and I want to give you this proof.
I don't need your assistance.
But I want to give you this proof. I want to give you this proof so you don't have to keep saying that. You mean to tell me you don't want proof? Is there anything
I can further assist you
with today? You don't want proof? You don't want proof that I didn't call him?
I just explained it to you.
But I'm just saying, no, you do. If somebody's making a report to you that I'm calling you, that I'm calling them, why would you not want the proof?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Why would you not want the proof? You see, when you're actually able to give proof, first they said I had to prove that the number was associated with them. So I got their records, their call dispatch log, their reports that registered the number he used to call them. There were two. One I was familiar with the 72 phone calls. The other I wasn't. I didn't discover it until I got these reports last week that it was the other one. But since they both, and he verified that both of them are that number, he talked to him on the other number. Then they jumped back to, he didn't know about the 72. So I went to my car and I got their report, not my report, not nothing I could fabricate, their report where the phone call number coming in and their whoever the person is who answered the phone, their dispatch was there. So these are not my records. And then their response is, he says I've been calling him. Well, I'm more than willing to give my phone bill. I can't alter my T-Mobile, but not one place where they can have verifiable proof. And this one over here says that at best I got harassment, which he said harassment is a crime, but he's not willing to do a report on it.
Didn't say I wasn't willing to.
Well, please do. Are you going to? I'm up here bound to complaint for harassment. Since you said it fits at best harassment, I'm willing. Go ahead.
I'm more than happy to help you. When were those phone calls made?
On the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd, and that was after Nunemaker came out. Okay. Plus those other ones, they were made even after that, but still within the 14-day window that you said I had an injunction.
And you can agree that this is not stalking, correct? I
can't agree with nothing. Well, I'm agreeing because it's the.
Tell me what's stalking.
There it goes.
I'm asking you.
I don't know it word for word, but who should know it word for word is you.
I didn't say you have to know it word for word.
Well, you tell me. You're the expert.
Well, I can tell you right now that the best I can do for you tonight is I can have a deputy fill out a police report for harassment.
Okay. Well, please do.
And just like the last one, the
okay.
Attorney's office, it'll get sent to the state attorney's office.
Okay.
and just be prepared that they may also drop that.
That's fine.
But to sit here and
but I'm gonna make the record.
To sit here
I'm
and
gonna
say,
make the record.
Be quiet. To sit here and say we're not going to do our job is false.
Okay.
So you can get on social media all you want, and you can come to all our facilities and say all that you have to say. But what you're not going to do is lie on us and say we're not going to do our job.
Well, I'm so glad.
If you show up with evidence that proves that a crime was committed, myself and our deputies in the sheriff's office will do whatever we need to do to help you, whether you're a victim or not. You clearly are a victim of domestic violence. So don't ever sit here and say we don't care about
I know what I know.
Don't ever
what,
say
I
we
know
don't care
what
about
that. But when I
domestic
but when I find
You
my
understand me?
flash drive, I'm
You
gonna
understand
show
me?
you what your deputy
You understand
did.
me? I
I'm
can't
gonna
speak
show
for-
you.
I can't speak
I'm gonna
I
show
cannot
you
speak for
what
every
he
deputy
did.
for how they handle
I'm
their
gonna
job.
show you
But what I'm gonna
what
tell
your
you
deputy
is
did. Why
not
he
collect
muted his
everybody
body.
in one group that we do
Okay.
not care about domestic violence.
I'm not saying. I'm saying.
You did say that.
I
You
say
said it more
if
than
it's
once.
intentional or
You
if
have
it's
said it
incompetent.
more than once
If
that
it's
this
in,
agency does not care about
yes,
domestic violence.
and when
That's false.
you want to see the picture, how close your deputy is standing shoulder to shoulder with
I'm
Johnny.
telling you,
Want to see
for
how
one
your deputy standing shoulder to shoulder with somebody. You know how safe I felt because that deputy didn't show no situational awareness. This man is accused of domestic violence and has a history, and that man could have grabbed his gun
Did he go to jail?
Sir. Let
You're
me.
playing-
Okay.
you're
No.
playing
Let hold on. This ain't hypothetical.
You have
I'm
no
gonna
idea
tell you.
what that officer
No.
was
So
thinking
you
at
have
that
full
moment. Did he
understanding,
go to jail for domestic violence?
sir. I'm finna tell you because
Did he go to jail for domestic violence?
I'm finna make you. I'm finna because we talk about two different things.
No, you're trying to talk about officer safety.
I'm
with a man
talking
that's
about my
saying-
safety.
Was there not an officer there?
Sir, let me tell you, you don't
you
even
still
know
in fear for
you
your
don't
life?
even know what situation
Were
I'm
you
talking
still
about.
in fear for your
Well,
life?
how about you let me tell you the situation I'm talking about so we don't smush different situations and incidents together. When Officer Ramos came to my home a second time with Johnny, your deputy was standing shoulder to shoulder to somebody right there who in that thing. I just gave you the court document where that lady said he was going to blow her brains out. But the officer did not exercise 3 feet. Your officer was shoulder to shoulder touching at my yard. And should it be, your deputy can't beat that man. I'm going to tell you that. And should he wanted to, he could have grabbed that man again and shot me.
Idea what
I'm
Deputy
telling you.
Ramos'
And you don't know
background
how strong he is.
Well, you don't know.
But I had his name. Okay. But I'm telling you this, that wasn't good judgment.
That's your opinion.
Okay, you gonna tell ain't nobody finna be shoulder to shoulder to me with a deputy. We gonna give each other 3 feet. Cause when hold on, I stopped Jurassic. When Jurassic was walking up on me, I stepped back and told him to step back. You know, you give me 3 feet, you stay out my space. So for your deputy,
that's your own personal preference.
and I'm telling you, it was poor situational awareness.
That's your opinion.
Actually, and everybody else on the internet who seen it said the same thing too. So if you allow your deputies to stand shoulder to shoulder, I don't care what his background
You
is.
care about his background.
I don't.
Well, you should.
When he was on my
Because if
property
you're gonna
with
sit
that
here
man,
and
when he was
talk
on
bad
my
about
property
him.
with that man, I am. That's my observation. That somebody standing shoulder to shoulder, just like that dumbass judge that made that lady go in his chambers, and that lady husband beat that woman ass in the judge's chambers. That's the situational same thing.
Okay.
So yes, I'm gonna say it. And yes, it looked disturbing. And if you don't have a problem with it, that's on you. But everybody else who saw it said it was when Jurassic was walking up on me, which I could never walk up on an officer like that. I had to stop him. And he's like, no, you give me, I'm not getting that close to you.
Okay.
And as working in a prison, we always,
Really?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure you
yeah.
just walked out this door and brushed my shoulder as you walked out the door.
Well, I don't remember.
If you are so in fear and such
When
bad safety practices,
when Jurassic was walking,
why didn't you ask me to move so you could go out the door?
When Jurassic walked up on
I'm
me,
asking you a question, ma'am.
because you wasn't walking up on me like that. When
You
Jurassic
just said standing shoulder to shoulder with somebody
and
is bad.
baby, y'all got some job openings up there. My background check so clean, I could come up there and work with you. So I am not a convicted violent felon. I don't have no domestic violence against me. Okay. So you saying that, given the background, the background, but when Jurassic walked up on me, and he tried to, I took steps back because I don't like his spirit and I don't like how he was doing. And if I had walked up on,
by me, I should have pushed you out of the way. Said, man, get away from me.
You asked me something, and I don't even recall brushing you. But if I did, I don't recall brushing because I didn't feel you.
Did you walk by me?
I did.
How many feet do you think? How many feet?
Excuse me.
How many feet right?
And we're gonna talk about situations. We're going to talk about situations.
So the day they came to your house, did Deputy Ramos feel that there was a safety concern that he could not stay?
Well, if that's the way that you allow your officer roles, I'm telling you what I told you what my opinion was. And yes, I'm telling you what my opinion is. Now you might not agree with my opinion, but because the two, when Jurassic walked up on me,
no, answer the question.
When Jurassic, answer the
question.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, good.
Because I was walking, but if you would have walked up on me, like Jurassic walked up on me, given the situation, I would have had the same thing.
Okay.
So there are different situations. Okay. But yes, I did, and I stepped back, and he told you, no,
Okay. Well,
that's what I did. And I'm not even standing that close to you.
Right now you're not.
I wasn't. I was over here. When he asked me
you were
because I was showing him something. Baby, we ain't gonna take the situation. But would I trust y'all out there on my land without me on live? Nope.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. Well, that's a personal.
Okay. So we're gonna take the situation into effect, and when like I say, in effect, and I don't trust you in account.
Okay.
And I don't trust you all.
Okay.
Because y'all do not. And I done had plenty of y'all. The one who came up there on my property talking about some man said I was on his land.
Okay.
Up there trying to chastise me. I had to take his butt back. I ain't never cut down a tree trying to say, yeah, I think you had did. And when I showed him and I asked him, since his man said I done all this, and he said I was texting him and calling him. Show me the text message. He's like, oh no, it's civil. Because anything a man say, y'all take his word. And when a woman try to stand up, yes it is.
That's not true. Because if that was the case, Johnny wouldn't have went to jail that night.
Yes it is.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
And you all, I don't know what's on the body cam. Just like I didn't, excuse me, just like I don't know what's on the body cam. I don't know what's on.
Johnny went to jail
I don't know what he told you. But y'all ain't believe me enough that my phone was in the car to put in there that my phone was taken.
Okay. And I should make sure that officer that responded that night, that he amends his report, if that's what the state of
that was that day.
Means, whatever day that this whole thing went down.
On the 15th.
Whoever that initial officer was.
When he choked me and when I tried to call 911, he had snatched my phone out of my hand and I told Jurassic that day. So I would like you to amend that report. Thank you for agreeing to have that officer.
Never said we wouldn't disagree. Like I said.
Well, thank you.
We can help you. We will help you.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me that you're going to amend. You're going to amend the February 15th incident in which I reported verbally and in writing. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Because you like to talk over people.
I just want to make sure we. Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
How do you expect anyone to help you when you can't be quiet?
So you're agreeing you're going to amend you're going to have Jurassic amend the report or Hanan
Whichever officer took the initial report. If there was, in fact, proof that there was a cell phone there and that the cell phone was placed, taken, whatever it was, I have no problem having that officer amend that so that you have a report that shows that the phone was there and then you can do whatever you need to do with that.
Okay.
As far as this goes for tonight, I can have an officer do a report for harassment and send that to the state attorney's office again.
Okay. Are you going to give me a case number?
Absolutely. You'll get everything that you always.
What time you want me to come back and get one? Get the paper because I know I'm going to have to come back because I have to take my daughter home. So what time you want me to come back?
Officer, hey, Gosa, pull an offense number and give her that offense number to this, and you're just going to put in that the evidence shows that Johnny harassed her on such and such date, and then send it to the state attorney's office.
But you're gonna. I think that it should reflect the number of phone calls.
It's going to.
And
whatever you've provided us
Okay.
is going to go in there.
Okay. And you're going to wrote 72 times between the 20.
Whatever you put in there.
I just want to make sure, so you don't have to read, but it's in there.
I can read
72 times.
One says 72, the other says 13.
The
Which
one.
one is your copy? Which one's mine?
I believe.
Whichever one she wants.
There's one for sworn statement. You have to notarize that.
Yeah.
I think this one. Hold up, this is making sure.
It's up to you. Whichever one you want to do.
Hold on, I just want to make sure that I have a copy. And you have a copy here.
Hey, Chloe, can you give me a desire to prosecute, please? Affidavit. Change it to a 14 employment office, please.
See how easy this goes?
It only took me an hour.
Well,
standing
that's
up here
because
for y'all
you
to
were
do
combative.
harassment.
That's because you could not be quiet for 5 minutes, and you like to be combative.
Only thing you have to say is, Cynthia, we don't see stalking,
We
but I
couldn't
see
even
harassment.
get to that. We couldn't even get past everything else that you had to say.
Well, the thing is, you're going to put the harassment, you're going to put the number of times,
Absolutely.
and it's
But
nothing else.
the point is,
And the
the
point
sheriff's
is,
office is here to help everybody. Okay.
it's 3 incidents that y'all could have served him. And I think that y'all should make it a priority to get him served.
Well, he's supposed to come visit us and have a conversation with us. So the minute,
Did he give you a date that he's going to come to visit you?
not yet. He's going to contact us when he gets back in town.
Due to the fact that you all have dropped the ball 3 or 4 times, don't you think you should go to him and serve it? Or,
We can't
We
go
don't
out
know
of
where he is.
well, do you think that maybe you can pass it off to
We
Palm
don't know
Beach
where he
County?
is. That's the problem.
So y'all got a bail bondsman that don't have a
We don't have a bail bondsman that works.
but he got. But I'm saying when he at the court, you don't have access to the
We
bail.
don't know where his charges got dropped.
But
Everything
he
got
still
dropped.
had to post a bond.
I get that. Does he have a local address here?
I'm sure you had to provide one to the bail
I'm
bondsman.
asking you.
I don't know. I have not
To
talked
my
to
knowledge, he did
I
not
have not talked to him.
To my knowledge,
I have not
again,
talked
here
to
we go.
him.
You talking over.
I just want to be clear that I haven't talked to him because you said, "Do I have
you
one?"
said it a dozen times.
Okay.
All I asked you was, do you have an address for him locally? It's yes or no.
No.
Okay.
But
we don't have one either.
But the bail bondsman, he provided the bail bondsman with one. He would have
I
to.
have no idea what address he provided the bail bond.
But you could ain't contact the bail bondsman. I'm sure it had
No.
been. Oh,
No,
I thought y'all investigated.
that's what the civil division does.
Or you gonna pass it on to the civil division that they need to do
The
that?
civil division has that warrant or that
But-
injunction to serve him.
Uh-huh.
So they have their way of doing their job.
Uh-huh.
So if you have a local address or you have an
That's
address
what I was
where he
thinking about.
stays, where he's at, and you can provide that
Sir.
at any point in time, then we can pass it on to Palm Beach or any other
Sir,
agency where he lives.
I have not had
Okay.
or
Do you
nothing.
not
I
comprehend
don't
what
know.
I just said to you?
And
Did
I
you
want you to
comprehend what I said to you?
comprehend that I
Did
am
you
not
comprehend
talking
what
to
I said
that
to you?
man.
I didn't
so
say
y'all,
you did talk
okay,
to
I
him.
just want to clarify while
Did you comprehend what I said to you?
I'm just
It's a yes
clarifying
or
on
no.
here. I do not
It's a
know
yes
that
or
man's
no.
address because I am not talking to that
You
man.
don't have to talk to
So
him to know where he lives.
okay,
and stuff.
okay,
Again,
Can we fill this out?
sure.
Okay, can you raise your right hand for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you swear and affirm that everything in the statement is the truth?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And everything in this is the truth?
Yes.
Okay, alright. And you understand that lying on a sworn written statement's a crime?
Mhm.
Okay, alright. So right here, you're just going to write, sworn to me this, the 23rd
23rd.
day of March, 2026. Alright, and then I need you to sign right here. And then I'm going to have you initial these. I'm going to hand you some stuff, okay? See this?
886 was it?
Yeah, 886.
When y'all are doing lethality assessment,
I don't know. I haven't been out to
y'all
your
was
house.
supposed to do one
This doesn't
at
have
the
anything
time.
to do with.
But at
your
the
house.
time of the incident on the 15th,
Okay.
a lethality
Can I explain this to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a copy of your. If you so please to do so, okay. Can you just initial these 3 right here, saying that I gave those to you? And obviously, you want to pursue criminal charges.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I just need you to fill this out right here. Just for the X's, I just need your name. You're gonna check right here.
Why I ain't get none of
initial
these
this.
before with my other ones?
I have no
So is this supposed to be done with every report that I do?
idea. I do it with my reports.
So I've had.
That's subjective. Can you please fill it out?
Your initial domestic violence situation,
Right there.
you should be provided that information.
No, I'm saying if I'm supposed to fill out an affidavit. I haven't filled them
Check
out.
right there, initial right there.
When a crime's been committed and you want to press charges, yes.
But the officers, what I'm saying is this here. If this is supposed to happen.
Well, this is,
I
now it's
should.
just harassment. It's
Okay.
not domestic
But
violence.
even when the other things with the stuff, I've never had to fill these out. I don't think I filled one out with Nunemaker. And if this is supposed to be done, this should not be new to me. I should have, I've done them before. I've made reports. I should have received this.
When you spoke with
Before.
Nunemaker last time, that still was under the
Okay.
injunction, correct?
You sign your name right there, and then sorry, right here.
Which one are you?
So that you're doing desire to prosecute.
Okay, but
right?
I need to know what you're.
I'm gonna add all that
Okay,
later.
but
That doesn't. I'll give you a copy of it.
I don't like to sign stuff.
You're not signing. This has nothing
It's
to
for
do with what you're
harassment.
signing.
But
This
I
is
need
for
to-
harassment phone calls. I can't fill.
But you can't write harassment in there, so I know what
Write
it is.
harassment on there, please.
Write harassment.
For the love of everything.
I know, but it's a misdemeanor. Okay. You sign your name right here.
Can I get
and
a
then your
copy of this?
signature. Yes, ma'am. I'll give you a copy of it. I just need your signature right there. That's fine. It's fine like that.
Harassment.
That's not harassment. That's subject is your name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you just need to sign right there. Your signature. All right.
I think she left.
Oh, it's fine.
Do you have everything you need from Ms. Wheeler?
I do.
I'm just going to get my copy.
Do you have any other questions that you need answered, Ms. Wheeler?
Nope.
Are you happy with our service that we provided for you today?
No, thank you for letting me know that he was doing harassment. And every time somebody comes and they're telling you their situation, just like you popped in with his harassment, that's what they should be telling us, because this is not mine, and most people are not familiar with this, but who is familiar and know it is you.
Mm-hmm.
So we should not have to come and quote the statute.
No, you don't have to.
But, okay.
You don't have to. You should be able to come in here as a victim
Yeah.
and say, this happened to me. And then it's our job to provide whatever services we need for you.
Okay, but when your deputies come out and they know it's a domestic, and then they do a CAD instead of doing a written report, which is required, it's a problem.
And that's when you ask to speak with the
Okay,
supervisor.
but you don't know that until after the fact, because when you tell them, you're expecting that they're going to go by the statutes. Not everybody is in a CYA, because one thing how we track domestic violence is through those reports. And so if your officers are not doing the reports, they're altering the stats. They're altering the stats. Yes,
They're
they
not
are.
altering that.
Yes, because the domestics are.
If they don't do the report, it's not them altering them. It's that it's not being accurately accounted for.
Exactly.
That's not altering.
It's when you don't accurately.
No. If you're going to use certain words,
let me.
make sure
Okay,
you
well,
properly use those words.
when you
Because
do
make
not
it sound like we're
accurately
doing things wrong and we shouldn't be doing.
When
That's
you
not the
excuse
case.
me, when you
No,
do,
excuse me.
Okay, I'm gonna, and I heard
Are you
you,
gonna let me
but
finish?
now
Are you gonna let me finish?
Go ahead.
If you're going to use certain words, make sure you articulate them properly and stop accusing us of lying and cheating and doing wrong. Okay? Understand?
Okay.
Okay.
Let me say
Now you can speak.
something. When you do not accurately account for something, it alters the stats. For example, if it's 100 that were domestic violence, and you did not accurately account for them, for let's say 20, whether you do it intentionally or indirectly, it alters the final outcome. So it can be intentional. It could be by incompetence. It could be directly or indirectly. The end result is an inaccurate count of the number of cases. That's domestic violence. So when I say that, if I didn't have to say 1 + 1 = 2 + 1 = 3, the end result is still an inaccurate accounting of the stats.
Agreed. It's an inaccurate account.
And it doesn't allow the victim, who that report that you wrote would be forwarded to the state attorney's office. That CAD that you write is not. Agreed. And so if that's the case, because I went and actually pulled the trials that they had for all of the crimes in Hendry County. And when I pulled them, crimes against other persons, I see very few of. Okay. And if your deputies, I know they did it in my case, have done that to 30 other cases, you have denied them people, even if the state attorney decided not to. You have denied them person the possible protection. Because there is no report that's going to be generated. It's no report that's going to be generated because of that incident.
Do you agree that sometimes people lie?
Sir?
Yes. Do you agree that some people lie?
Let me tell you.
Yes or no?
Do you agree that domestic violence?
That some people lie.
Do you agree?
Answer my damn question.
Yeah, your officers are one. Okay. Some of those people.
Okay, so
your officers, some of those people.
So when someone
and that would be your officers.
So when someone calls 911, we have to decide: are they telling us the truth or are they lying? If they're lying, you're not necessarily going to get a report because they could be lying about something that occurred, and there's no proof that it occurred.
Okay, let me say this here. Domestic violence is a often witnessless crime.
Correct.
So when somebody beat your ass and it's only you and that person there, you could assume they're lying. But the reality is you are supposed to put what they convey. And if they convey they were hit and they weren't, that same statement you just got me to sign and it proves that they weren't, can you be used to prosecute them?
All that paperwork can be used as evidence.
But you don't leave out integral parts of what they conveyed.
Well, I can't tell you what was left out.
I know what the deputy.
What I can tell you is that Johnny was arrested for domestic violence.
But I'm saying that you're saying this, and I'm saying why and what. Because you know what your deputy did.
What did my deputy do?
Your Corporal Barrientos. When he said
we're talking 3-4 years ago.
I'm talking about the actions.
We're talking about something that happened 3-4 years ago.
I shouldn't have to tell any deputy.
Okay.
Because y'all are supposed to be trained that you have to write a written report for anything
what?
For domestic issues that you're called out on.
Okay, you're asking us that. No.
I shouldn't have. That's very basic.
That's false.
No, it's not.
Hold on a second. If I show up to a house and a husband and wife had an argument, I don't have to take a report because a husband and wife had an argument.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Show me where it says
so does it have to be
Show me where it says
so
that.
it does it have
If there are signs,
did that person call? Did that person call?
Are you gonna let me talk?
Go ahead.
If you call me, it says me and my husband are arguing, and I show up to your house, there's no signs of physical violence, nothing's been destroyed, the house isn't in disarray, and all it is a husband and wife having an argument. That does not require me, by Florida State statute, to do a report.
So when they call and they say, we weren't arguing.
Now, if you call me and say it was physical, at the very minimum, a report will be generated to protect our agency as well as has it properly documented.
Well, I'm glad.
If there are signs of physical contact, then somebody more than likely will go to jail, which is what happened with Johnny. There was enough evidence that proved Johnny committed domestic violence on you. So Johnny went to jail.
I am so glad that your concern is to protect your agency.
For lawsuits?
Yes.
Our job is to protect everybody, including our agency from a lawsuit.
When your agency is in receipt of information and they dismiss that information that contact was made and they still do a CAD, it is a problem.
If there was something that should not have been done at that time, I would agree with you. But I'm not privileged to any of that.
Okay, but what you do have?
What's that?
What you do have is body cam footage.
Agreed.
What you do have is that.
Absolutely.
And I will hope that somebody do a state constitutional amendment where all y'all body cam have to be uploaded to the internet. Because when people go and review that body cam footage, they find all kinds of stuff. And the fact that your deputy, no, your corporal, that's how you done deputy, ain't it? Your corporal meant to mute to tell somebody he was going to intervene on the divorce and stack documentation. I didn't know why that man did that. I did not know, because I didn't find out till that lady got killed in Broward. And I just went and looked at my videos and I discovered it was a second one. Okay. And when I heard, I was like, why did it go out? But when I heard her body cam catch his statements, why would anybody, number one, why would an officer care what happens in a divorce? But to go to the point of saying you're going to intervene, and he came in there, my home, and he questioned me about finances. I told him I didn't know what happened. I said, you know what? This is not your business. You're not a judge. You're not an attorney. Okay. But when we got to that doorway, where my husband had snatched that pole saw out my hand, and I stood there, he said, move. I said, you mean to tell me that you cannot get in this doorway without touching me? And I said, how do you think my husband wrestled that pole saw from me without touching me? That woman, and I'm saying woman nicely, pulled him by his shirt and said, come on, let's go. Okay. Because she knew that it had proved that when your officers came there, they was lying. And he couldn't even stand in the doorway with me. And why your officers would do something like that, you should question. Because there's two incidents and I'm one person. Okay. Two incidents and I'm one person. So, you all.
Would not be fair.
Okay, well, pull it up. I'll email you.
Be quiet.
Barry and Toast.
Be quiet. He no longer works for us. We only have your side of this story.
And when
so
when I talk to your upperlings,
be quiet and let me finish.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
So all your internet followers that you have only get your side of what's going on.
But
okay,
the thing is,
it'd be great if you could get some content of the whole situation and not just your side of the story. But you paint a very false and inaccurate painting.
If you think I'm lying,
I'm not saying you're lying, man.
Go pull it. Okay. Well, if you really want to know how some of the deputies in your county roll, go pull the body cam footage for which you have.
We watched their.
You watched the one with Barry and Toast.
You'd have to give me more specific.
It's in your computer.
Okay, you're asking me to go look for a body cam from 3-4 years ago. What was the day?
I'll get it. I'll get it improved to you. No, it's not deleted. Okay, but I got the flash drive. It's stored in my phone. I just don't have time to think. But
you have it. I'm saying we might not.
But it's on my.
Did Johnny get arrested?
It's on my TikTok page.
Did Johnny get arrested?
But when you have officers, but I'm gonna say this here: when I called up the chain, you know what your up the chain told me? Well, I touched my wife, and I told him, I don't care if you and your wife swing from sex swings. Me and that man do not sleep in the same bedroom. Okay. We are not on that level, and keep your personal business away from me. This is a domestic violence, and the fact that you and your wife touch each other ain't got shit to do with me. And when y'all diminish that, and when I call your office and I say this man has guns, and I want you to attempt to take them, and the reason I start asking for names, and they tell, oh, we don't do that. I got pictures. Well, y'all at least make an attempt to take them guns, and your department say we don't do that. Y'all do not protect victims. People
have rights, right?
I understand if the injunctions say you are not allowed to own guns, correct, and it is in there, correct, and I called the same day.
But we just can't walk into a house.
Okay, but you know if they don't turn, and if I had the proof right there in the pictures of the guns,
then we would be able to go to
and
the
then
judge.
Okay, but you didn't do that when I called. They dismissed.
Did you provide?
They say they didn't want to hear it.
Okay, well, I can't speak.
Well, I'm telling you what your department does.
This is just
And,
your side of the story,
okay.
but-
Well, one thing they should have is the call logs. Now, who I talk to, I don't know. That's why I start making sure I ask names.
Okay.
But my phone number, they will have, and they did do that, and they do not take it serious. And even Nunamaker said after they decided to after a month, and they wrote some shitty ass report and sent to the state attorney say, I would have did the same thing to my wife. So thank you for confirming to me that even though you did a shitty report and sent to the state attorneys and it was a violation, that you still would have done the same thing. That's what your officers do. So whether y'all need some more training or whatever, I'm telling you what your officers did. And I'm just, so lightning strike the same place twice.
Where has it struck twice at?
Right here.
Well, I'm pretty sure
I'm pretty sure because I'm staying in here.
No, that's not.
No. Because that
I could have gotten rid of you an hour ago.
Okay, but
Hold on a second. Be quiet. I could have gotten rid of you an hour ago. But I took your allegations or your concerns serious. And even though you came in here talking about stalking, I at least had the decency to do the job that the sheriff puts us in place to do, to educate you on what occurred and what we will do for you, instead of just dismissing you. And so please stop grouping us all into the same category of not caring about people, not doing our job.
But what you did...
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you.
Please keep it 100.
You spoke so fast. And when you said it was harassment, I came back and said, thank you for saying it's harassment and that you may agree with it. And that point, when you said it, you spoke so fast. I don't think you really actually meant to. Then you said you was going to go ahead and do it. But I thank you for speaking fast. But it's no excuse. And if the level of mistakes, let's just even assume they're mistakes. Let's say it wasn't intentional. The fact that 2 times in cases for one person that these many mistakes made, that would be a level of incompetence. If I was your nurse and I had to go and recalculate your medicine 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, I brought wrong medicine to you, you would not say, you like, she got to go. And if it's something inherently wrong in your department, that they don't know they're supposed to do reports, that they don't know they're supposed to include the injuries, if they don't know that when they're talking to people that they saying their phone is stolen, or they don't know at a bare minimum to say, like you just said, it was harassment. If they don't know that, then something is wrong.
I agree.
And internally, that means up and down, y'all need to pull everything that was for domestic violence and go through it with a fine-tooth comb to find out and re-educate and implement better practices.
What that means is your situation may require some people to have extra.
My mama say I'm special, but I don't think y'all think I'm special, and I don't think my case this special because I talked to women over Hendrick County, and a woman who worked very close convey the same thing happened to her. And ever since that time, if I ever had the opportunity to talk to women, I asked them, I'm standing at the Walmart, whatever, they convey the same thing.
Well, then those women should come forward and address their concerns so we can fix it.
I'm glad.
Because if there's a problem, then absolutely it needs to be addressed and fixed.
Okay. Well, I just showed you in one person multiple errors.
Well, he's no longer here.
Okay.
So
but even with this one, the failure to take facts and write them down in the report.
No. I can't fix what's already been.
I know, but I'm not saying
correct.
Okay, moving forward.
Which I've done 2 things for you tonight. 1, I'm gonna have your cell phone addressed, and 2, take this serious allegations that you've come in here with and have a deputy type up a report for that.
Well, thank you.
You don't have to thank me. It's our job.
And I hope you have a nice day. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, and your tattoos look nice. But I hope they'll put you down as a gang member because you know they use tattoos to deport them immigrants. They be using tattoos for immigrants.
I hope that doesn't happen with me.
Oh, okay. Because you might fit the profile.
If we can help you in any other way,
I'm sure.
Just call. Just ask.
Okay. Well, I'll come back. You want to give me a call when y'all finish so I can come back and get a copy of that report number, or you could just text it to me.
How did you go about getting these reports? The same way you went
But
about
I have a
doing it?
number.
So call that same
But
number.
I want to make sure I have a number because I just want to make sure I have a number for the
You have
case.
it's on that card right there.
Yeah, you have that
And
business
it's
card.
in the copy
Okay.
of your-
Okay.
And you'll just request it the same way that you requested any other report. You'll go into
How
the sheriff's
many
office.
days it'll be before you complete this?
It'll be
I'll
done
have
in the
this
next
tonight.
hour. This will be
Okay.
done in
Okay.
the
So I
next
should
hour.
be able to go and pick it up in like a day or two.
Yes.
Yes.
Today's Monday. I would say probably Wednesday. It should be good.
Because I'm going to domestic violence counseling tomorrow with the
good.
with the ACT people.
And that's good.
Because
Very
I
educational.
feel very traumatized.
I'm sure you do. It sounds
Okay.
like you had a very traumatized situation.
Yes,
Not
and-
once, but more than once.
Yeah, because y'all deputies stuff. So I think y'all should pay for me some therapy. But that ain't gonna happen.
But you
But
can
let
always
me
come
go.
talk to me. We can have therapy.
But I'm gonna go through your thing, and you have a great day. I'm gonna
You
get
as
my
well, Miss
papers.
Wheeler.
Thank you
Thank
for.
you. Good, Miss Wheeler. Anything else?
Nope, I'm just gathering my things. You say I had a lot of papers, so I want to make sure I don't leave none of my lot of papers.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Have a good evening.
You too.
Of course.
No, it's mine. Really good luck with your plans. Thank you.
I'll let you. If I see you on the street, I'll let you know. Nah, y'all know that was some straight up bullshit. He spoke too fast, but I'm glad he spoke too fast because from the minute I got there, instead of him telling me they could not prosecute my case, they should have been saying we're gonna do harassment. And I don't think he meant to say that. I could be wrong. Y'all tell me in the comments if he meant to say it. But it shouldn't take this much. It shouldn't take this much to get a person who was that. And I'm glad he agreed to amend that report that's saying about the theft of my phone. So I'll be looking for that in the next couple of days also. So it could go back before the state attorney. Thank you all. Y'all have a good one. Please share this out. Please share this out. Please share this out.